Hey, Merry Christmas, everybody. Hope you're doing well. I am here doing a shorter stream for now. It's Christmas Eve. I hope wherever you are, you're having a great day, that you're safe, and that you're with people that you love. Great time of year to have all that happen for you. So, in any case, we're going to go ahead and get started. I have an idea that has been kind of floating in my sketchbook. Ooh, excuse me, hiccup. Sketchbook for a while. I think they're gone. Anyway, it's been floating in my sketchbook for a little while, and I figure this is a good time to put it into practice. So that's what I'll be doing today, is working on this image. I don't know how far we'll get, but we'll see. Thanks for being here. If you like art or painting or sketching, or even if you just like animals, go ahead and follow along. Leave me a message in the chat. Keep me company. And I'm just going to go ahead and start working this thing out. So, the original sketch in my sketchbook is pretty small. My sketchbook itself is only like a 4x6. So I took a picture of it, so it looks kind of scribbly here, but the idea is that a giant woolly moth is pulling Santa's sleigh. And I mean, the creature itself is called a giant woolly moth, but I'm picturing an even larger one. And so he's got Christmas lights that are attached to Santa's sleigh. I'm not sure if I'm going to have Santa in it or if I'm going to have someone or something else in there. The original idea was to have a Christmas tree and have the sleigh be an ornament and the moth pulling that, but I think I'm going for more of like the giant kind of fantasy there. So we'll go ahead and start painting. First thing I want to do, add a new layer, and we can start. Let's do a fill. We'll do a fill. I'm picturing this one being kind of on the cool side in terms of the background. So we'll get like a nice cool blue. Let's see, maybe there. And we'll fill it in. Hi, Dylan. Thanks for being here. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lower the opacity on this layer. So if we drag that down so that we can actually see what's behind it. And then we'll add another layer. And on this paint layer, I'll start using actual brushes. So I'll go to the paintbrush tool. The software I'm using today is Krita, in case you're wondering. Krita is completely free, and it's pretty close to Photoshop in a lot of respects, except it's definitely more artist-friendly than Photoshop is. And I really like a lot of the brushes that it comes with. So that's what I'm using, in case you're wondering. Alright, let's see. What do we got here for brushes? I'm still getting used to the program, so I don't remember what all the little brushes are. Let's see, bristles, flat, rough. What's this one? Large, smooth. That might be a good one. Flat, glaze, charcoal, dry roller. Maybe this one. Let's see if there's any others that stick out to me. I think that's watercolor. Yeah. And then there's other ones that I have here too. Alright, yeah, we'll stick with this large smooth bristles 3. And let's go ahead and start working out this composition. So I've got the moth and the sleigh. Let's go to the moth first. Go for like a mid-tone. And he's going to contrast from the background. So I'm going to pick like an opposite color. If the main is blue, then we're going to go over here to like the warm oranges. And we're going to kind of pull out of the gray a little bit. And even though it's not like fully over to the white, you're going to notice that it looks pretty white compared to the background if I start painting this on like that. See? And I don't know if I like this particular brush. It's got a weird edging to it that I'm not a fan of. So let's find something else. We'll find one that we like. What's that one? That's just brush rough. Sumi brush. Is there just like a round? There's a basic. Opacity. And flow. Maybe this one. Basic 5 is a sketch ink brush. Alright, let's try this one, the flow. It's not bad. I'm gonna go big. Start putting this stuff on here. Shrink the size of the brush. I don't know what that is. Is that supposed to be a light? I don't know why I drew that in so dark. It seems pretty strong. Maybe I meant to be that like a candy cane or something. Alright, gonna go over this with a little more gray. Pull up that reference that I had. What does the face look like? Let's see here. He's got a little bit of that orangey gold on his chest. Keep it kind of subtle.
All those memories of you, they taunt me, but they're all I have left.
And then we'll grab that gray color again, that light one. Add more of that fur up here.
You'll be here with your friends and your family, all the loved ones that used to be mine. I'll be out of your way and out of your life, and I am going out of my mind. 'Tis the season to be lonely, and this Christmas is as sad as can be. I'd go out of my way to get out of this place, to forget you're not here with me. But wherever I go, I'll be thinking of you. 'Tis a season for feeling blue.
Just keeping it kind of loose at this stage still. There's a lot more detail to come. We can get, what can we do? We can get the sleigh and the lines for the lights, and then we'll be able to turn off that sketch layer. So let's do the sleigh. Some kind of deep. I will go for the green lights. Shrink that down. Let's erase some of this. Whoops. That's fine. Yeah, I want it to have a little more tension like that. If I have it too windy, even though the lines look cool, it doesn't look like he's got actual tug on it. Back to the brush. Let's go ahead and save our progress so far, just in case something happens. Alright, and now I can start adding in some of the lights. So, let's do...
Sitting by the fire,
And we'll do
feeling oh
maybe
so
like a...
fine on this holy night. The Spirit guides us. All the stars they shine on this lovely night. Light up the world, forget our troubles for a moment. And every stranger is a friend, so let them join in. 'Cause when joy fills the air, you already know it's Christmas. Love beyond compare, it's Christmas time. 'Cause when joy fills the air,
I'll grab that red.
you already know it's Christmas. Love beyond compare, it's Christmas time. Oh, what a blissful sight.
Something like that.
We're singing heartfelt carols
And we'll
in
grab
the night. Warm embrace
the sleigh color. And we'll fill in
family and friends unite. We light up
the areas we accidentally
troubles
erased.
for a moment. And every stranger is a friend, so let them join in. 'Cause when joy fills the air, you already know it's Christmas. Love beyond compare, it's Christmas time. 'Cause when joy fills the air, you
Alright, I think we have enough of the sketch now where I can turn off the sketch layer. And we'll just increase the opacity on that layer. Okay. And let's see. Maybe we can even put a red light near his face.
You already know it's Christmas. Love beyond compare, it's Christmas time. 'Cause when joy fills the air, you already know it's Christmas. Love beyond compare, it's Christmas time.
Alright, and for the background, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a layer above the blue, behind the drawing, and let's see, can we get like a, maybe the sponge. Yeah, we could see maybe that one, or maybe a splat. Let's try the splat. And we'll go with not a white, but something kind of close. Maybe we'll keep it cooler. To help separate it from the rest. I have no idea what this is going to look like. Okay. And I might lower the opacity on this layer. To about there. Then we'll get a different splat. Put it on another layer on top. Increase the opacity here. And what does that look like when I... Oh, that's way too thick. Okay. So this one I'll need to be a little more particular with. Oh, you know what? That's going to be good for adding snow to like the edges and stuff. Oh, that's behind the sketch. So I'll have to come back to that brush. Maybe that one? Because it's kind of wide. Get specks of all different sizes on here. Let's go big. What does it look like when it's super big? Does it show up at all? A little bit, I guess. Alright. And gonna lower the opacity on this. Lower this one even more. And then add another layer on top of the blue. In fact, I might even change the blue that we have there to maybe something a little more subdued, less saturated. Let's do a bucket fill. Fill that in. That's too light. Put that one. Why is it? Oh, I'm using the wrong brush. There we go. I think maybe that will work. I envisioned it a little more blue in my mind. Maybe that. And then what I can do is I can come in on a layer on top and I can use an even darker blue with the paintbrush, and I can kind of airbrush in some darker areas along the edges. To help the light from around here, around the moth, to kind of stand out. And then what we can do is we can go in with the even lighter blue, and we can just very gently and on a lower opacity kind of lighten up. Like that. Along that line anyway. And then on another layer, we'll grab the specific colors of the lights and we'll airbrush those in, smaller but more concentrated. And we'll do the same for these other colors. Grab the red. It's a little too strong there. And then grab the purple. So now we got some glow there. Okay. And let's see. Find some good reference again. All right. Well, now that I have this part set, what I might do is go to File, Save, and then File, Save As. And we'll change the format to, let's see. We'll save it as a Photoshop. And desktop, save. And just in case that doesn't work, save as, and we'll do a PNG so that it has good resolution. Save. I think that's fine. Okay, So now what I'll do is I'll hop over to the Clip Studio Paint so that I can use brushes that I am more comfortable using, and we can edit this and make it look a bit more how I was envisioning. But at least for a rough concept sketch, this isn't bad. So we'll go ahead and open up Clip Studio Paint. And then minimize that, and we'll go to File, Open, and then we have the Christmas moth Photoshop file open, and hopefully this works. Yep. Alright. And it kept all my layers, so you could see if I turn that off, we lose our sketch, right? Cool. And I'll go ahead and save this file, save as, and we'll save it as a Clip Studio format. So now I have it saved in a few different places in a few different ways. And if I stream again, I'll show you what I do to this next. But for right now, I think I'm going to call it a day. I have to go start prepping stuff to make for dinner. Shorter stream today, but thanks for being here. And I hope you had fun. This is really just a really rough sketch of this idea that I have for a painting from the original sketch, which is this. Just did it in my notebook, little doodle. And so now we're turning it into this. And it's slowly getting there. Right now it looks very cartoony, but I eventually want this to look, you know, kind of realistic, even if it's a fantasy image. So thanks for being here. It was great having you. Merry Christmas. Oh, hi YouTube arguer. That's alright. It's a live stream. I post all my live streams on my channel, so if you wanted to watch through it, you totally could. Alright, I'll catch you in the next one.